is what? The loss of a righteous spouse. A spouse full of righteousness and iman. And I ask Allah to allow me and you to die upon La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. She lost her husband Abu Salama, and she cried and she was sad and she was devastated. She had so much love towards him, and the whole city of Medina knew how much love was between these two great people. But Salama radiallahu anha, she remembered the command of Allah, which for me to say these three statements whenever I'm afflicted with a calamity and affliction. And she went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and can you imagine, maybe she's saying it while she was crying and she can hardly breathe properly. She says, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. To Allah I belong, and to Allah we shall return. Then she says, Allahumma ajurni fi musibati. Allah, Ya Allah, reward me for the affliction, for the calamity I'm facing, Ya Allah. And then she says, Thumma hamamtu. I was about to say the last part, which was, and substitute me and exchange me with something better than what I have lost. But she says, Woman ahsan, and who is better than Abu Salama? Who is better than such a great man? Or what can Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ever give me in wealth or anything that can be better in substitution than the husband that I lost? But her iman, brothers and sisters, was stronger than all of this. Her iman was so powerful. She believed in Allah's promise. She was certain. So she made dua. She was certain, and she's going to take action. And she said, وَأَخْلِفْ لِي خَيْرًا مِنْهُ. Ya Allah, and substitute me and exchange me with something better than affliction that I have faced. Brothers and sisters, not too long after that, someone knocked on the door of the house of Salama radiallahu anha. Who's that man and why he's here? And he came on behalf of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Who sent him? Why? Why did the Prophet send him? To tell her that he came on behalf of the Prophet, for the Prophet is wanting to ask her hand in marriage. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. How do you think Salama radiallahu anha, she looked at him and how she felt when she heard that news? Do you think she said, me? Do I deserve for my husband to be Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the best man ever walked on earth? The man who is so handsome, so beautiful, so generous, so kind, so respectful. The man who is sent as mercy to mankind is my husband. He came to ask me for marriage. Allahu Akbar. Do you think she said, Alhamdulillah alladhi sadaqana wa'adah? Praise be to Allah, the one who fulfilled His promise. Allahu A'lam. But definitely she cried. Definitely she was so emotional. And she says, Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala qad abdalani. Allah has substituted me with someone better than Abu Salama, who was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Brothers and sisters, whenever you're afflicted with an affliction, say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Allahumma ajurni fi musibati wa akhlif li khayran minha. I personally have faced things like that, and I said that statement, and we've seen it, and I'm sure many of you have already said it, and many of you saw the consequences. But due to the time, I cannot say these stories, but inshallah maybe in the future, please do your best to share this video. Wallahi, you never know, you might be means of being the ones who are means to lift the